Well, I didn't show it, but I finished up the rafters. You probably can't see it in this shot right now, but I'm about to start working on the purlins, which are just the slats to go this way on top of the porch. And I might start laying out what I'm doing with the stairs. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm hoping to at least get these purlins up. And so I'm just going to set you up and show you that. In essence, what I'm doing is every 2 feet, I think is what I'm going to lay it out. 2 feet, I'm going to put a 1x4. And I'm going to run wild off the ends, and then later I'll just cut it straight. That way my metal, if it's too long, I can kind of center my layout and go over a little bit. I've done this before and it works pretty good. So I'm just going to set you up. There'll be a whole lot of time lapse going on, but there's not much to show. I'm just going to end up nailing these with a little finish nailer, which isn't ideal, but I really don't want to set up the air compressor, and I'll put 47 nails in each one. It'll be fine. But here we go. Well, I think next I'm going to build a set of steps up onto this. And so I could cut them out, and there's plenty of videos of how to do that. But I have pieces of old stair tread laying around. This is treated stuff that I've just sanded up, got the best parts. But it's solid, it's good. And so I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to be lazy and just use that. And what I've done is I've cut sections out of it. I've got 3 of these. This is my center one. I think I'm going to attach them level with the decking, and then I'm going to do a sort of concrete pad for them. You know, it's the first step or whatever out. And I'm figuring that out as I go, but that's what I'm going to do. I'll just set you up on time lapse. I'm going to screw these in from the back side. I might get some hardware on them later. I know I definitely will for the concrete side. But they'll be setting on the slab in essence. I'm going to have them just kind of floating. I'll put blocks under it for now so I can get it up and down. But I'm going to set you up on time lapse and just do that. What I've done is just taken and measured. I'd always set this up trying to hope that I could just have one step. Because if you have one step where I'm at, and it doesn't matter anyway because I'm in the woods, but you don't have to have railings. I think railings are the ugliest thing ever. They're almost as ugly as storm doors and front-facing garages. I hate them. And so trying to avoid having a railing. I know railings are necessary in some situations, but this should be fine the way it is. I'm going to make the steps probably a little wider. I like that look where the steps are, wider than, your entry or whatever. I don't know how far out. I'm going to kind of scratch my head and just mock it up and see what happens. So here's what I ended up with. I had to dig out quite a bit. It took a little while. I didn't video all of it because it's kind of boring just watching me dig. But here is the pad for the stair treads, stair risers. And I leveled it out, and then I gave it a little bit of angle this way and a little bit of angle away from the house just to shed water, just ever so slightly. So tomorrow I'll mix the concrete, finish it out, and do probably the treads and some other stuff. Well, I'm set up. I'm going to pour this pad for these steps real quick. Sorry for the generator noise. It's just hard to start and stop, so bear with me. But I'm going to do that. I'll just set you up on time lapse and then kind of talk about what I've got going on. What you can't see is that I've got some rebar in here. I've got like 4 pieces. It's a tiny little thing, so I'm not going to go too crazy, but it's a 4-inch slab. I'll end up using some hardware and tap cons or whatever to attach the stair treads, but I want to do it inside so you won't be able to really see them. So anyway, I'm just going to pour this slab, and you can watch in 2,000 times speed or whatever it is I do. Well, I think I'm going to call that an episode. I've got quite a bit done. There's a whole lot more to do. I'm hoping tomorrow I'm going to be able to go out to my friend who has a bigger sawmill and mill up the timber for possibly the big part, probably not. And then these 2 rooms, the 12-foot timber. I've got some of the other stuff going. And then I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to do metal roof for the whole thing, or maybe go, at least the porch, it'll be metal roof regardless, but it's hard to find a lot of it for a decent price. And so probably do standing seam, metal roof, and then maybe architectural shingles on the main part. And then I've got another little bump out in this part of the house over here that'll probably be a little bit of metal too. We'll just see how it goes. But I'm trying to find, I'd rather it all be metal just because, in my opinion, it's easier to do. And I like the look of it. But it's a better product too, I guess. Metal roof lasts for stinking forever if you install it right. But we'll just see what happens. I've got a lead on at least the 10 for this, and I'm picky about metal roof. I don't want just like ag panel or whatever you call it, the stuff you see everywhere, but the standing seam stuff where you don't have any fasteners. I like the look of that. I think it matches kind of what I'm building here. And this is a little farmhouse, little cottagey thing. And so I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. But hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff.